fish and chips it is, guys. So here I have some baked potatoes, some of those large baked potatoes, okay? So here I'm going to cut off some of the skins off, but if you want to leave your skin on completely, it's all fine. Just make sure your potatoes well washed, okay? Before you do that, like I did with mine, I washed it really good. I had a couple of baked potatoes. So I'm cutting my fries in the thickness of almost of the steak fries, what they call steak fries. But it's all preference, okay? It's all preference. It's not going to change the taste. I promise you. So while we cutting these potatoes, guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, that like button. Don't forget the like button, guys. And also, I want to hear from you guys. Leave me some comments below so we could have nice conversations, and let me know if you have some recipe in mind that you would like for me to cook in the future. Let's get talking. Let's get talking. So here, as you can see, I cut out the potatoes. I season my water and I boil my potato. These potatoes, I let them cook for too long. I was doing some other stuff, multitasking. But my advice is, as soon the water boils, I will turn off the water, okay? And let them sit on it for a little bit before you remove them. Here, I cut up some more potatoes. They were smaller than the ones I cut previously. But we good, guys. We good. Those fries came out good. I promise you, they came out good and tasty. So here, I'm going to make a little bit of tartar sauce. And as you can see, I have some mayo. You could use any brand of your liking. I'm adding about a tablespoon of spicy brown mustard and another tablespoon of the regular mustard. And they are added, I think it was like maybe about a half a cup of mayo. You could add chopped up onion, guys, but since I'm allergic to raw onion, I just decided to sprinkle a little bit of onion powder on mine, and also some dry dill. I'm telling you, that dill gives it such a wonderful flavor. And here I'm adding a little bit of zest of a lemon, as you can see. Just a little bit, guys, just a little bit, like a pinch. And I'm squeezing some of the lemon juice as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it. Also, I forgot, I added a little bit of the malt vinegar, because I'm going to be using malt vinegar, you know, while you're eating the fish and chips, you know. And here I have like a small little pickle that I cut in half, and then I cut it in half again. So basically a quarter of a little pickle. It all depends on the amount of tartar sauce that you're doing. So I was only doing just a little bit, like a cup to, you know, about a cup of tartar sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this. If I would have had like some olives and some, y'all know I like me some olives, I would chop it up really tiny and pour it in there too, okay? But it's all preference, so I put my tartar sauce in the fridge. So here, as you can see, I bought some fresh codfish. That was a big piece, okay? As you can see, I cut it up in 2 pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and season my fish. Always season your fish with a little bit of sea salt. All right, so here I'm going to start preparing my batter. So I added a cup of cornstarch and a cup of all-purpose flour. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So just remember 1, 1, 1. Okay, make sure you season your flour, guys. Make sure you season your flour. I'm adding some sea salt to it, and here I'm adding a little bit of turmeric to give it just a little slight color. All right, and here I have some vodka, and I use about 4 ounces of that vodka, because vodka helps the batter become more crispy. And this, I decided to use this beer that had the lime and salt flavor supposedly on it. So I said that's a perfect combination. I said beer, but you could use any beer of your liking, guys. There's no right and wrong here. Any beer, okay? And it all depends the strong flavor of beer that you want on your batter as well. All right? So here I'm adding some of the beer slowly while I'm whisking it. And I'm doing this in a shadow baking pan. It's a pie pan. It's more easy when you're gonna put the batter on the fish, because you're able to lay it on there nicely. Okay. So as you can see, I decided to add a little bit more of that turmeric just to give it a little bit more color. And that's optional, guys. You don't have to add no turmeric, okay? It's just for color. And here I left the batter like this, but if you want your batter to be thinner, just add a little bit more of beer. That's all. And it's all preference how thick you like your batter, guys, okay? But one thing for sure, make sure you season your batter, please. All right, so here I'm prepping my fish while my oil is heating up with some dry flour. So as you can see, the same love you give one side, you're gonna give it to the next side. And I'm telling you guys, those pieces of fish was pretty big and thick. So here I had let my wet batter rest before I use it. And now I'm checking. You see how smooth it is? Looking like silk. All right. And now, as you can see, since I used the shadow pie crust, whatever, pan, I'm able to lay my piece of fish on there nicely. As I said, guys, if you want your batter to be thinner, just add more beer. Just add more beer. Okay? And here I added a little bit more over it. Again, optional. Optional. All right? It all depends how much batter you want on your fish, really. But like I said, those pieces of fish I had, they were not thin. They was pretty thick. They was pretty thick and very nice and juicy, all right? As you can see, look at that. I'm struggling to turn it because it covered the whole pan, the whole pot. So I did one piece at a time. And now I'm going to start removing some of the loose pieces so they don't get burned and dirty the oil. And when your fish is cooking toward the end, make sure also you're cooking your fish on medium high. All right, and then toward the last minute or so cooking, I will put the fire up a little bit. You don't want your batter to burn. You want it to cook, and I'm telling you, that batter was nice, tasty, and crispy, because that vodka makes a big difference. And also, you know, the nice color, you see that with that turmeric. Woo, and make sure, again, I cannot express this again. That's the worst thing I hate, when I eat fish anywhere and the batter just tastes like I'm eating just flour with no seasoning whatsoever. Oh, and also, as soon you take out your fish out of your oil, just sprinkle a little bit more sea salt over it. And I'm telling you, I am so telling you, so good. Look at those fries, guys. They almost look like the Juca fries. They were so nice and tender, but nice and crispy on the outside. When I tell you they was nice and crispy, they were nice and crispy. Again, I cooked these on medium high, okay? On medium high. Do not walk away, because remember, you already boiled them, you cook them. All you need is the outside to get a little crispy, and that's it. And as soon as they come out of the oil, as you can see, I sprinkle a little bit of sea salt. Look at that fish. You see the smoke coming out? And look at the thickness. Listen, about time I got to this part right here to make this little video right here, That fish was so good. I ate half of one and ate some of those chips. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But they were good. They were so good, guys. But you pair this up with some lemon wedges and some vinegar, a little bit of ketchup. If you like ketchup for your fries, I didn't even eat the ketchup. Those things were good by itself. And, of course, don't forget the tartar sauce that we made earlier. And when I say I really enjoyed this, well, I watched myself a nice movie and just enjoyed the weekend. This is it right here, guys. You got some fish and chips. I hope you give this recipe a try. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, that bell icon that's going to let you know every time I upload a new video. And have a wonderful, blessed day.